When the mics go hot, he's got questions and views. It's time to press play on the Dick Buttons interviews. Big laughs, bold truths, better spread the news. Step up, tune in, it's the Dick Buttons interviews.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dick Buttons interviews. And today, I have one of the funniest motherfuckers that I have ever had the pleasure of meeting, Mr. Johnny Lombardi. How you doing, sir?
Pretty good, but not everybody's gonna know Johnny Lombardi.
What would they? I'm sorry. What would they know you by?
Gemini.
You want me to redo that?
No,
Okay.
it's nice that we are both elks at an awesome organization here in Flemington.
Correct.
And in doing that, nobody knows my other life of Gemini, but anybody that
So now you just outed me on the podcast. I don't know if I'm going to edit this out or not, but my audience does not know I'm an elk. I never mentioned it, so
oh
I don't care.
yeah, no, you be proud of that guy.
It wasn't by.
No, you be proud that he helps out children and vets. The man right here and puts a lot of the organizations now a trustee there. Don't let him hide this stuff. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
What's the rules here?
The rule is there are no rules.
No, you're lying.
I'm not lying.
That's what my wife said when we got married.
Uh,
A lot of rules.
Your choice tonight was some Johnnie Walker Black. Now listen, full disclosure, I am not a Scotch drinker, so as I'm going to sip this, if I lose control, I lose control. So, record this, people.
What would happen when you lose control? Because I've been with people
No, I
in
don't.
Brooklyn that when they said that, you have no weapons.
No, I have no.
Okay,
I have
I
no
don't know
weapon.
if you need some. Some in the car.
How many cubes would you like? I don't want to.
I'm just gonna do one.
Oh, 1 cube. Look at you.
Why?
Because I got to water mine down, to be honest.
Because you don't like the sky.
It's not that I don't like it. Okay, yeah, I don't like it.
Okay, why don't you get something you like?
No. Because
No, why?
I want to be a man.
It's not being a man. This is the only thing I can drink now.
Why is
at
that?
the age I'm at, because I drank everything. And when you're in nightclub business since the time you're 16,
Right.
you now the only thing I don't get a headache from is this, the black. I'm sorry, that's the only reason. And otherwise, I love every other alcohol there is.
No,
A good
okay.
martini.
Say when, sir.
I'm not gonna say it.
You're not?
No, because they'll be gypsy with the stop.
Oh.
Stop.
Oh.
It's too much. We gotta be like that.
Listen, I'm gonna do a
Mouthful.
well, I don't know. Listen, you may convert me.
No, no converting on this show.
So
We're gonna toast.
yes, cheers to Gemini.
To this, to your podcast,
okay.
to you. That's what I'm joining, and I'm hoping. Come on.
Yeah, listen. So what I wanted to get into first, I want to blow some smoke up your ass. Not that that needs to be done because you know who you are. Okay, on camera. Cheers, and I'm gonna take a sip.
Hey, to happy holidays to everybody from us to you.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
Why you gotta say that after I said happy holidays?
No, it wasn't to that. It wasn't to that.
What are you gonna edit that now?
No.
Oh, no, you leave that in.
And send all your complaints to www.gemini.com. Is that a real website? I don't want to.
And you know what? Happy Hanukkah to everybody. Let's see what he says after that. Happy Hanukkah
Nothing.
to everybody.
No, I'm fine with Hanukkah. What about Kwanzaa?
I'm not going to talk anymore.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I had the pleasure of seeing you perform. I gotta say, and I've seen a lot of comedians live. You're really fucking good. And I'm gonna talk about the one thing that really blew me away, and then I want to go back. I want to get the history of how you started and everything. So you do this bit because part of your act is ventriloquism, and you are very, very good at that. And I'll be honest, the beginning of your set, you're talking to people in the crowd, and I'm saying to myself, because I don't know what you're doing, but I'm saying to myself, why is he talking? Well, he's wasting comedy time. He's just talking, BSing with people in the crowd. But then the genius of it all comes out. He has this mandible, top and bottom of a mouth, and he puts it on somebody that he picks out of the crowd who he was talking to earlier in the show. and he has a controller that opens and closes the mouth. So Johnny starts interviewing him, but he's also answering for him. It was the fucking funniest thing I have ever seen.
One of the incidents that he's speaking about happened to happen at our location at the Elks. We love to bring comedy into our world. It's a God's gift, and to laugh, especially among our members. And there's nothing better than to laugh. So a lot of times we do different events of just laughter, and it's not about money. It's about getting everybody together. And my daughter came with my son and came with a bunch of friends. She just started, I'll be honest, she moved in with a guy. Okay. So I'm really just getting to know the guy a little bit. And
Do you like him?
yes,
Okay.
yes, comes from a great, wonderful family. You know, all the things that you check out as a father, but you don't really know, So I happened to bring him up on stage. Now, I want to say this to all the fathers out there. I want you to picture this. There might have been, I don't know, 100 people, 90 people, whatever were there. And I brought up the gentleman that she is living with now that just moved in maybe a month ago. Right now, just everybody stop and think about, as you as the father, what would you want to ask? The gentleman that's now living with your daughter that you know from birth, 5-year-old, 10-year-old, 15-year-old, and now, 20-something-year-old living with this gentleman that you don't really know.
Right.
So I brought him up and I put this, it's a mask that makes you look like a ventriloquist puppet,
Right.
So you put this on him and then he's immobile. He can't speak. He can move his hands, but he doesn't talk. And I answered every question that a good father, Italian father would ask. But I gave the answers that fuck I wanted to hear.
Everybody laugh.
How great is it?
Hey, listen, that bit blew me away. And if anybody has the opportunity to go see Gemini, Johnny, do it. But now I want to get down to the beginning. At what age did you know that you wanted to be a comedian, ventriloquist? Were you a funny kid growing up?
That answer, that age never even happened yet. It happens because who's going to hire me? So I had to use the only tool I had, which was humor. Now, and I will be honest, it's something that you can't go to school
No,
for.
you got to have it.
You could like see if it works here and there, and I can give you incidents when, oh my God, humor was the savior. Maybe a gun to your head, and you close your eyes and you hear the click, and then you open them and have 9 different big, huge Italian men fucking laughing. I don't even know what was said, but things like that
Right.
would be. My thing is I did hang out with the, the bad side, I guess, but they taught me a lot. They're the smartest,
Street smart, man.
awesome.
I'll take street smart over book smart any day.
And experience. If you take the
That
book
too?
smart, comes from experience. It's not like people just writing this stuff. They would, at that moment, you take that and you see what works, what doesn't work. But okay, just agreeing with, our host, agreeing with the host. So I was in the Union over in ABC in New York City. I, little trouble and got out and, got a job with them. I had very high school numbers, so they took me in as a like a male guy. I then went to the union from a little bit of time, but they paid for all my college. I have a full college, but paid by them.
Yeah, that's awesome.
when I was in the union, I dragged around cables for One Life to Live. That's,
The soap opera?
yeah,
Oh, I used to watch that.
yeah, but I didn't really know
Oh,
everybody, and I was on the floor, you know, and that type of thing. But our union at the time would always go on strike. So if you notice any union strike, I don't know if this is the rule, but they had to be like 100 feet away from any sort of alcohol,
oh,
which
okay.
means every one of their marches with the rap and everything
Yeah.
was 100 feet exactly, 101 from the bar.
Right.
So you'd march for 2 hours, drink for 2 hours. It was like whatever. After a month and a half, almost of this, I have a lot of I can't do this. I can't not just it was, and as a child, for like kindergarten up, show and tell, if everybody remembers this, I did ventriloquism with a little puppet. And that's all I did. I didn't have to learn everything. And because only I have a very long tongue, I touch the top of my nose, bottom of my chin. Um, and in doing that, I can articulate many of the words that you would have to switch letters for if you went to a ventriloquist
Right, right.
practice session. I can just mouth out and make sense in my mouth without moving my lips.
So do you have that ability because of the length of your tongue? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying yes
Okay.
because I never, there's, yeah.
Can you be taught ventriloquism or?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes, of course you can, but it doesn't matter. So what? You're really good at talking without your mouth moving.
Yeah.
Or
It's what you say is the difference.
it's what you say, correct,
Timing.
and to bring a puppet to life. I mean, you're asking my background. Stanley, anybody, go look it up. He was a vaudeville act, New York City. Um, I wanted lessons. I couldn't get it going with the puppet because we went and I was starting to do it in Central Park with the union guys that were
Right.
getting drunk. We would go in the park and put a hat down. They had, control of lights and sound, and we just did it in the park instead of walking,
And what age was this?
I was 17, 18, 19.
Oh, okay.
19 years old, 19, maybe going on 20. I don't know. At the time, you never think of this
Right, right,
stuff.
right.
So, I got the puppet. I still have the receipt, and but I got a black puppet because you had to get a puppet from the personality.
Right.
And there was a black kid on Flatbush Avenue in Brooklyn that was the funniest. I don't even know how to push this. We'd be getting arrested, and he had the cops all laughing as they're arresting him, and he's almost, they're laughing so hard. He was actually almost driving the car away. He had that stupidity, but funny, nice person. And I took his personality and got a puppet like him.
Do you still have that puppet or no?
Of course I do.
You didn't bring it out the show I saw, did you?
Never
No.
would I, because it doesn't. No, no, no.
Oh, it doesn't resonate now. It's
It was in a fire.
Oh,
No bad.
okay. Well, that
Yeah,
explains
no,
why
no,
you didn't
I'll
bring it
tell
out.
you, but I don't know if everybody would know. I run clubs. I started it now to jumping ahead, and I don't know if this story is like,
No, it's okay.
but I run clubs. I would open up clubs in resort areas, Ocean City, Maryland, Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, Hilton Head. If you went to a comedy club. And how I would do it was because I learned from a person by the name of Don Siegel, a smart Jewish man who was a lot of fun. And he was also an accountant, but he knew advertisement before all your websites came out,
Right,
and
right,
all
right.
your internets and your Twitter and your Instagram, where it was a newspaper or
A flyer posted.
radio
Yeah.
or word of mouth. And we were in 5 or 6 papers, and I show you the papers. They're all on my wall in my office. We got the headlines from this, and that's how we were kept. I did this for 24 years, so this is not something.
So, at what age were you did you consider yourself you were doing it professionally? Like this was your thing?
I was making my own money. I was writing my own paycheck. So to me, professionalism, I never was in it because I was always writing my own
Okay.
check.
But you know what I mean.
But I know professionalism to me means you're working for somebody else who's got a marketer, a major, a manager, an agent, and thing,
Okay.
and that to me would be, oh my God, I mean,
Point taken. But Mike, so then I'll rephrase the question. At what point in your ascension did you say, "This is my living now. This is what"
never.
never? Not even now?
Not even if somebody else offers me a job for stupidity, which I'm hoping this podcast goes really good.
Well, not to say anything bad about my listeners, but,
You know,
you never know.
I'm in. You know,
They're listening to the
forget this comedy, ventriloquism stuff. Forget it. I could all the stuff that I bullshit about. I could be a good politician. No, I couldn't.
No,
I
you
would
couldn't.
never.
I was just gonna answer that.
I would never, 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 because it's
Um,
just bullshit. I can
who
never do.
who were your idols? Like, who would you look to, like, you would say, "Yeah, that's what you aspired to be," and you're gonna I know what the answer you're gonna give me. You never aspired to be anybody else, you wanted to be you.
No,
Oh, okay.
no, it's not aspiring because that means you had a direction. I wish I had that. All of the women that I married, her family that all owns beautiful businesses, construction firms, this, that, they all had a goal. And here's something to learn. If you don't have a goal, you're not going to, where are you going? You're just waiting for somebody to pick you
Yeah.
up.
Well, there are people who do that.
I did it for 24. I just ran clubs. All my money went into a club or a fundraiser, an organization. It never was in Johnny's pocket. You know what I mean? I never did it for that reason. I did it for the love of laughter. There's nothing higher
I agree.
than to be in a room with, you know, a couple of hundred people and we're all laughing. I don't know. That beats out your
Oh,
money.
I'm with you. I get comments from my listeners, and the best comments that I get, other than the one, "Fuck you, why do you have a podcast?" Are the ones, "Thank you for making me laugh. You say things that I think all the time. It's humorous, so that I enjoy that." So, okay, I'm gonna get a direct answer to one of my questions because you not that you're skirting them, but you have a either I'm asking the wrong questions or
Everyone has a story.
yeah,
That's a background to how we got to that
right.
answer. You understand? And I know you want to bang
No, no, no.
the answer, but I need to give you the background of how that answer came about. Like, how did you get there? Of course, I was a kid doing it. Why are you good? It's not me being like learning out of a book. I went to a school. I had a gentleman that tried to teach me,
Mhm.
and I didn't believe the puppet was real. So here's this guy, Stanley Burns. Look, there I was with him in New York City, paying money to learn a lesson, and the wife came over and goes, give the kid his money back. He's better articulating in ventriloquism than you are."
Mhm.
You understand? But I didn't believe the puppet was real. Do you know what I had to do? This is stupid. I don't think I said that. He says, as he was fighting me for the money, me and he was a Jewish guy. He wouldn't give that money on me and him because your wife said give it to me. And that's funny, but he says you got to go spend a month with this puppet and take him everywhere you go. Treat him like he's a person because you don't believe he's a person. If you don't believe he's a person, audience don't believe he's a
That I
person.
mean, I'm gonna agree with that. I think that's valid, no?
It Yeah, but when do you it's a piece of wood.
I get it, but
I know, but he's right. You're right.
I agree. I think if you don't believe, and maybe you don't really believe, but if you don't pretend to believe, the audience is, I don't know.
It's no pretending. I tried to pretend. You have to really believe that this puppet that you have actually is alive. You have to think that in your mind, that he's a person.
Right.
A month, and it was Brooklyn, and remember the bad guy things, and I brought him out everywhere. Went to Sears and Roebuck's.
I remember Sears.
You know, bought him pants and
Oh, wait, the puppet you took
I had to bring him to the places to reinvent him. You understand?
yeah, I get it.
No fear.
I get it.
Macy's. We went for Macy's and and you had to keep them alive. You couldn't go to put them in a box because you didn't have the box. You had to walk in like he was real.
That's cool.
And, you know, it was cool at the bar for a little while. All my friends loved him because you could say whatever you want, man. Hey, lady, you looking good, man. Why would it be so good? My friend Joey here, he thinks you're beautiful. Could you show him just one of your tits? Just one. Just one. Don't say it. All right, show two. Show two.
Well, look at you. What a generous guy you are. Instead of using the puppet to your advantage, you're helping a person out.
I did because I didn't believe it was working. You understand? And all of a sudden, it was clicking a little bit. Joey has the girl. Oh my God, it works. About a week later, something goes wrong with that. But you see, I know everything that goes wrong as Johnny.
Right.
But a couple of drinks, I'm starting to say everything through the puppet. You understand? My friends, okay, this is what happened at the end. It might have got bad because you want him to say everything, be the person that he is. It got very, very funny, but at their expense.
Right.
I come home to my home in Brooklyn, Bay Ridge, and my door's wide open. I come running in like I'm robbed. I go up to my bedroom because maybe there was cash and shit there. Nothing's taken. I look on my bed and the puppet, black puppet, is sitting there, tied up.
Get out of town.
I take the thing out of his mouth. He's tied up on the thing. And I take him, and I'm like, what happened? And there I am. Oh, it was horrible. It's just, I looked in the mirror. I had a mirror, where I put my, where you dress up, and a mirror. And all of a sudden I looked. I was losing it. I was losing it. I really believed I'm by myself. And I put it down. But you see, ventriloquists, they're a little out there. A little bit.
That checks out.
I have so many friends. I've gone to convention. A national commercial for Coca-Cola put me in the little stupid light for the ventriloquists around the United States.
Oh.
They do it in Kentucky. One a year, where there's like 40, 50 people walking around with puppets. Hey, say hello to Charlie. Fuck Charlie. Take his fucking, after a while you want to fucking, No, true. And I have to thank this gentleman by the name of John Peasy because I wouldn't have got that commercial because I had the black puppet. And the commercial didn't want a black puppet, and they said I couldn't have the national commercial.
Welcome to America.
White puppet. Yeah. So I want to give a shout.
So you grew up in New York?
Yeah.
Born and raised?
Born, raised in Regina Patras, 86th Street, 17th Avenue. Everybody wants.
You go back every now and then to see the old neighborhood?
No, because it's too different.
Yeah, my grandparents lived near Prospect Park. I remember the L train right on the corner of their block, a White Castle half a block away, and I spent most of my childhood there going to and we went back, not lived there, but visiting and stuff. So it had a lot of memories. Went back a couple years ago, and there's bars on. It's just.
You have memories as parents. Those are your memories, man. Your kids are gonna make up new ones, and you can't wish your memories on them. They are gonna create their own. But you always try to instill, street smart, which New Jersey, I'm sorry, when I came out here, is very limited to, because as a child, you go from a bus to the school to the bus.
Yeah.
And if you live in a community, especially like where you live in this area, nice area, we're not allowed to say, but a nice area, where your kids learning street dealing.
I think my generation, I'm Gen X, born in 1965.
You, but are different. You,
I'm
me,
different. Yeah, yes.
Our children.
Yes. Oh, yeah, well, most definitely. I got to grow up playing in the empty sewer pipes of an undeveloped neighborhood that were being built. That's what me and my buddies did. We crawled through the sewer pipes. Bunch of fucking idiots we were, but that's what we did. So we learned, it's not Gen Z right now.
Like him. You know what I mean? Anybody goes in a sewer pipe, fuck, I love you. Any women? I would know. You try to get some sewer pipe. That's
Married. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't marry, but
No,
just hang with her for a little bit.
we tried to get girls to no. They were, what are you, crazy?
Yeah, of course they would.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and actually, now that I think back, and I was talking to a couple of them about a year ago, they were just putting those pipes in. The ground could have been unstable. That could have collapsed. I mean, what a bunch of fucking idiots we were.
You would have made some cash.
If we lived.
Your parents would have made some cash.
Either way. That's it.
Now that I think about it, I should have threw my kids in the fuck. I'm just saying.
Street smart. I wanted to ask you, do you think you can't teach that, right? Like if you take a Gen Zer now,
What's it? What do you mean, Gen Z? I don't know.
Gen Z is the generation that you school bus to schools, back to the bus, back
They
to
keep changing it. What the name of it?
well, no, Gen Z is my kids.
Oh,
24, 25-year-olds.
yeah. Oh, do they call themselves that?
Well, that's
No.
what they are.
Okay. I don't-
Gen Alpha is middle schoolers. They're the younger kids. And Gen Beta is like preschoolers to whatever. I think 2039, I think. But
Okay. My thing was, you meet somebody and, hey, you want a cocktail? Beta, whatever you want. You play pool? You don't care.
you want to hear a funny anecdote about me?
Okay.
My first drink was when I turned 21, when my mother threw my 21st birthday party for me in the backyard of my childhood home.
Why? Were you never offered? I mean,
I was. I hung out. Okay.
Offered wine. I gave my kids I was the best babysitter. Best babies. I should have had a service. But my thing was in the bottle. People thought it was grapefruit juice because I had all grapefruit juice bottles
Right.
left out. But it was homemade wine, and the kids would be all sleeping.
Okay.
You'd be drinking out of it.
Caveat to that story: my grandfather, who was Sicilian, he always had a gallon of Paisano in the house, and he would give me the little bathroom glass during the holidays. So yes, I had a drink, but like as a teenager, I hung around kids. We had a band, and they all drank, did drugs. I did none of it. Oh, not throwing shade at them. Just I saw what they wound up doing, either getting sick, vomiting, or acting like idiots, and I was at least maybe mature enough at that age to go, I'll have more fun watching them, and they'll be all passed out, and the girls will be left for me.
That is so awesome thinking. If the girls
Was awake at the time.
right, because they weren't doing. See,
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Yes.
don't agree. I think
Oh, I'm not begrudging anybody who does.
I know.
By
I'm
any
just
stretch.
saying that I'm gonna need to say this. I'm the same person I am from the beginning to end. Um, if you want to go through your life, you got to try everything fucking once. Don't do it where it's something could hurt somebody. If you want to try everything, fuck.
Yeah, murder's not on that list, right?
No, it's not. But maybe you want to hang out with somebody that does that just to see what it's all about. If you have that opportunity, everything like my kids had broccoli, they didn't want to eat. They couldn't eat anything else unless you try everything once. That's why you don't like it. Don't ever do it again.
Right. And
That's it. But there's certain things if you respect other people and they say, this is what happened, don't do this. That's
Well,
experience
yes.
talking to you.
yes.
The fireplace and my kids sitting there wanting to fucking put a doll or something in the fireplace. Okay. This is what happens. But we'd go outside and I'd, fucking take the doll and fucking throw it there. That's what's going to happen in the house.
Right.
Except you're going to get hurt because you're not, bang. Okay. Can I have the doll back? Fuck no. It burned up. That's the whole fucking thing. You get your point across, but that's street life.
Do you still enjoy doing the comedy and the ventriloquism? I mean, it looked to me, and this is just me in the audience watching you. You're having a good time setting up the room. You're having a good time introducing the other comics, and I felt you were having a good time doing the show. You're shaking your head, yes or no?
I'm trying to remember the time I do this almost 5 times a week in
Okay.
different
We were at
places.
the we were at that
So I
burger
wanna make
place.
sure that because sometimes shows don't go so good as he's saying.
We
And I don't want everybody to think, "Oh, you're doing."
we were at that burger place, the outdoor thing during the summer. It was very hot.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
What's the name of that place? That's right
I
on
mean,
22. No,
yeah,
that's a street place, a motorcycle
it's a
place.
motorcycle
And
place.
they
30
do it.
30 burger, 32 burgers,
You're
35.
right, on 22 of Royal, and, that's one of my just regular hangouts.
So any locals who listen, and for those of you in Indonesia and Japan who I have listeners out of the country, by the way, it's craziness. But so for the locals, listen, if you're in Indonesia, just
No, Indonesia, you get on a plane,
you're
you knock out.
you're gonna tell somebody from
Don't
Indonesia.
say no. I always give you some way to even with my kids, you don't s my father, no. "Dad, why? Dad, why, man? Why?" "Because I said so."
That's the answer I got.
Never. Never did that. I would say, "Here's the reason. Here's what would happen. And now if you wanna, go do that, here's how you do that." "What are you talking about? I have my daughter, beautiful kid. I wanted to go." I lived in a big town here in New Jersey. I'm
Mhm.
not gonna say because 'cause you're not allowed to tell me you live here. I'm living in this town, but from get to one part from my home to the other side of the town where many of the children lived from the school was 55 minutes. And I had to say to my daughter, "My God, I'm not gonna be able to do anything when I get there if you
Right.
ever
Yeah.
need help. So you have to learn how to do it yourself."
Right.
You understand? So I can go to sleep and know that I don't gotta worry about you. I put the kid in cage fighting. You know what that is?
Yo, I know what it you made her cage fight?
Yes.
Mm.
Fuck. I said the rule was you can go stay at the house with your friends, but you gotta put down a guy. Why is this so stupid? It worked out stupid. If I tell you the ending, you may not want to ever see this podcast again. Because it didn't work out good. Did it, the training, to go. She wanted so bad to go. She went to go fight ahead of time of when she was ready.
Okay.
I did Golden Gloves, couple of years. You need movement. You need move.
Right.
My daughter didn't have the movement. She just wanted to get the person, but the person could still hit you back. In the cage fighting, we went there, huge cage, 3 different cage, everybody's going. My daughter's 16, 17, I don't know. By then, was probably younger, I don't wanna tell everybody. And the guy beat the shit out. I had it st I ran down, and before the fight, here's the guy, "Wait till you see this, my daughter's good." You know what I mean? It was
Wait,
stupid.
time out. What venue lets a guy fight a girl? Is
Oh,
this
no.
like
You see with any sort of that league of defense or karate, they call it different names.
oh, so it's like a
You
okay,
by weight and by your style.
got it.
You understand? It's not by male, female.
Well, I mean, the UFC doesn't let women. They have their own
This
division.
wasn't remember? 16 years old, we're at Jersey competition. They let everybody just like boxing, Golden Gloves.
Men fight women in Golden Glove?
I never did, no.
Oh, but they do?
I don't know that. I have to
I'll
shut
look
up
that up. I don't think they but I don't think that how is that fair?
because
Is it weight
your
class?
weight class.
Okay.
Yeah, of course, it's weight class, but and how much what your brown belt, whatever belt
Right.
whatever way they're going. But it's not about men and women. It's about can you do
Right.
this?
Yeah.
Can you do the goal? Man, well, it's the same thing with the army, thing, I would
Yeah,
imagine.
you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Being a police officer, being a fire person, you gives a shit. You're woman only, you can do the goal. Man, so many guys can't do what half the
Yeah,
women
I
can
get it.
do.
So any women that wanna complain what about I just said, don't send it to the Vincenzo, not me.
No, send it to me so I can fucking stick it in his face that he was wrong. Alright, go ahead,
Alright,
ask me another question, man.
I wanna get your opinion. You're from New York, you grew up there. I love New York. I know that sounds like an ad campaign, but is there any other place like New York?
Yes.
Oh, there is?
Yeah? Go on.
Where?
3.
All right, let's hear it.
Now, when we say New York, I have to be honest. I don't think of New York like you might think, New York City, even though that's my hangout. But my home was Brooklyn. And Brooklyn is, let's play the game. It's old row houses.
Mhm.
Everybody knew everybody. And that's where you grew up because there was no cars. Everybody had one car, maybe. So you didn't, your family was still fucking 2 blocks away where your daughter
Right.
moved. You know what I mean? You knew grandma lived on 35th Street. So you just knew who was there from their beginning, how they got here.
Mhm.
Was still the cars, learning the cars now. Everybody has 4 cars, 5 cars. Everybody in the family's got their own car. And then they move away and they live away. It was the breakup of America.
Mhm.
Yeah, nobody could say it, but that's really what it was.
Yeah, I mean, my mom growing up in Brooklyn, the whole family lived in one building
Same here.
on Ellery Street in Brooklyn. Aunts and uncle. I mean, everybody was in the same building.
One person comes in, buys it, bang. It's the same thing. The Jewish people, Indian people, we all do it. We all do it. The Indian people, but they were smarter a little bit because they didn't know Oakman, they bought a hotel. They bought a 7-Eleven,
Right. Yeah.
you know, where they had the whole family working. You know, we make fun a little bit, but being honest, of every so smart as that. Unless you went in there, you know, looking like you wanted to look at those 30 books. You're standing there, and the guy got yelling at you. You know, just look at
I don't even think they have the dirty magazines
no
behind.
more.
I don't even. They moved them behind the counter at one point, but I don't even think they're there anymore.
No, they are.
They are.
I don't know. Maybe you should check it out. If you want, come with me.
No.
Please say where they are.
I would think. I would think.
Lying.
I don't think you're lying.
No.
I think with the advent of the internet, though, why would you? I mean, everything's at your fingertips.
Okay, because
Okay.
when
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know Smut 101, we're going to rename this episode. Go ahead.
plus everybody with their own sexual needs or fun, you don't want everybody to fucking know. Sometimes you want to just you.
Well, that's what the internet's for.
No, it's not.
Who's going to know?
Everybody. Once you do whatever you do on your little internet, don't you notice that you get fucking little commercials, little calls from
Oh, yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
Stop. What do you think they know? The old days, the old school, it was just, you know, phone in a fucking 8-track DVD. I have old school 8mm.
8mm porn? Wow, that's old school right there.
But it doesn't turn you on. You're like, oh my God. Oh, hair all over. You don't want to sex after that.
So you're not you think the internet ruins things?
No, I didn't think it.
Oh, okay.
I just think of knowledge streetwise that's happening. If you don't care, you don't mind. If you have your protection, the fuck. But are we going overtime?
No, I'm shutting the heat off just in case it interferes with the
This is beautiful. You shouldn't say that. You should have said, you know, Tommy. You know,
So this is only my 3rd video episode. So, you know, I've been doing the podcast for about 3 years now.
Oh.
But
I don't know.
I just moved to video this
It's
month.
cool. Let people why.
So did you watch the episode? My buddy Vincenzo and I, we did a fit off. You know what your outfit?
No.
It's a Gen Z term. They'll say nice fit, and it's short for outfit. So we both dressed up. After tonight, you can go back and look at the episode. We one episode we dressed in our best suits, shoot to the nines, and then asked all our listeners to vote who was the best dressed. And then the following episode, we read the comments. It was fucking funny. People were either they roasted us, both of us, or gave honest answers, but it was fun.
I say, let's do it again. But this time, let's pick out costumes.
What do you mean, like Halloween costume?
Whatever you want to say it is, don't make it as an excuse in case you have like X-rated costume.
Dude, you don't have to
I have
prod me to dress up.
Grinch.
Oh,
And I will come here. You won't know it was me. I got full Grinch. I got Pikachu. Because sometimes around the neighborhood, I used to like fucking want to punch shit and throw things. So I'd run around as a Pikachu. You don't think so?
I know. I believe you.
Yes. I have the Grinch outfit. And but the Grinch outfit I just got. But
What do you? So you're gonna use that to the
and I'll
holidays?
talk to you. No, let's do a
No,
conversation
you're coming back, by the way, because
as the Grinch.
no, whatever. Well, yeah, we'll do whatever. But I want you to be a recurring guest because there's we can't unpack Johnny Lombardi in one episode. There.
Please stop with this money.
Oh, oh, you want me to say Gemini?
Please.
Okay.
Because
You want me to edit that out?
no, no, but Johnny Lombardi.
So,
I don't know how many Brooklyn people.
is it just like Cher, Gemini, or Johnny Gemini?
Gemini.
So, like Cher, you have one word.
You, when I remember the story in the beginning, if you were still watching, if you're still there, started on Central Park. So here I am in the Union, marching around, and I get top guys to go put a show together in Central Block, 1 block away. I'm using their top union guy. Who wants to use my name? Stay what's the fuck is it? But if you want to know the weird world, go to I don't know. You could look up Gemini. Um, there was a bar we hung out a little bit. Some people, uh, you could look that up. Be bad.
All right, so we'll start wrapping up, but I wanna you have this is gonna air. I'll probably upload this and air it on Monday of next week. All right. Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Okay.
I was getting at. Are there any upcoming shows?
No, we're doing something for the neighborhood.
Okay.
No,
Tell them what you
doing
got.
it together here. Every once in a while, these podcasts are nice, and you sit down and you watch. But in our neighborhood, sometimes you take where you are, and maybe you just stupidly want to give back. Not give back because you think you deserve to, or maybe you're looking for karma, and it's just the right thing to do. It'll come back to you. I believe in this. I believe in this 100%. So we're doing a thing December 27th. Family.
For all the locals that live in the area.
If anybody wants to come
Well, no
in,
one's flying from Indonesia for this thing, Johnny.
we got 20,
Gemini.
we
Sorry.
got 20 people already coming.
Oh, we do.
Indonesia.
Listen, if anybody comes from Indonesia, I will. What do you want me to do? Because
But my mind was thinking sexual stuff. I'm gonna end it right there because this is a family show. With all kidding aside, December 27th, I'm bringing in some top magicians from around the United States coming here to do some magic live animals. I have from Villa Roma Resort, the only one left in the Catskills.
I love the Catskill.
Coming down here, the top guys from that place coming here to show off something they're doing something they didn't show me yet. But I've seen their things of America, traditional for the vets, and it's gonna make you cry. But stupid, that don't come if you're a crying person. Forget. But it's something that you could bring your family to. We're doing a New Year's Eve event prior to New Year's Eve. So what that means is you get to bring your family, get to laugh with your kids, get to hang out with your family for New Year's Eve, where wants to be out on New Year's Eve, the real one sometimes, unless you're in New York City and an adult, but your family, you don't get a chance to hang with them. We're gonna do a countdown. Please believe me, this is gonna be a fun, awesome trip. I got 101.5, Steve Trevelise with me. The list goes on.
Is there food and
My wife, executive chef, the Rabbiton Valley Country Club, born and raised Calabria, Italy, is bringing some not the country club meatballs, Calabria,
oh, Herman? Okay.
Calabria meatballs, and some spaghetti. Man, come on down if you like. I have tiramisu from the guy
Oh,
who came here with the dream. Man, Louis.
Luigi, yeah?
Yeah, Luigi and Luigi's tiramisu. Please see this. You don't know the guy comes, brings all his ingredients from Italy.
And I don't like tiramisu, but I like his tiramisu. That's the testament to his tiramisu.
Come and try it. Come and
All right, so how many tickets are we gonna?
Oh no, your podcast, we're giving two sets of 4. Okay, so that's 2 adults and 2 children. If you have more, you call them up and we'll work out whatever deal. Remember, it's a family thing, and we're so appreciative that you part of our family of this podcast. So we're giving away 4 and 4 tickets to come for December 20, and it's with the family, adults and the kids. You want to bring a neighbor's kid, I don't care. You know what I mean? As long as he's not in Indonesian.
Now, can I dress for this event?
I love him. I love him. Oh,
Can we though?
yes. Come in holiday. Relax in the holiday. Your kid's gonna see some magic he's never seen. I'm bringing magicians around from the United States, gonna bug you out 4 feet away from you. You're gonna see the animals. I got a guy coming in, it's gonna take a bunny and get 6-foot snake right in front of your eyes. I'm doing it for the families here. We're helping out a couple of organizations, and I don't want to get into it about them because who gives a shit? You should. And you should come.
All right, thank you, sir. And you're gonna be back. Why don't I got it? I got something just in my head. A monthly series, the Gemini Files.
I don't know if he's got cash.
I have to pay for that?
No, I'd do anything. Now, in front of everybody, come and fucking hug me.
Dude.
And thank you very much for having me. Please call him about the ticket
Yeah,
if you want to.
in the comments.
You want to see what we do and everybody talks. Come and do it. And if you don't want to, I don't know how to do this.
What?
If you don't have somebody that you want to, how do I say this with all due respect? We're also doing this for some poor people. You understand? If there's some vet or somebody that don't have, the cash to do it, don't fucking worry about the money. Please just give him a call and I'll hook it up with you.
Yeah, hit me in the comments, either on Spotify or YouTube. Just give me your name and phone number, and I will randomly pick from those comments that I get.
Theatercomedyproductions.com. Put it in and you see what we
I'll put that up. I'll put that up on the screen.
Love you, Bubba.
All right.
Hey, I know this was a little crazy, but wow, it was fun.
Yeah.
Look at us. Look at each other. Oh my God.
Whoa! We almost knocked over the scotch.
No.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Gemini. Yeah, I got it right. Finally. And let me know if you want to do the Gemini Files because I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
And you can actually could you bring a puppet?
No.
Oh.
Yes, I can. Of course I would. Of course I would.
Well, you could put the thing on me and
I
do the
think
whole
that
podcast
would be
yourself.
for the third one.
Okay. All right, cool.
Because the podcast would be rated X now. If I had it, oh my God.
All right. Over and out, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.